depressed communities. And I'm reading Barack Obama's Audacity of Hope. And one of the little fellas from the community was just passing, and he stopped to ask me something. He asked me if I was reading the Bible, so I told him no, I'm reading this book here. So I asked him to tell me what it says on the cover of this book. And he couldn't. He doesn't know how to pronounce Barack, he doesn't know how to pronounce Obama. And most shockingly, when we got to the word the, I asked him to pronounce that word and he says I. Now that hurts me in a really deep way, and it should hurt anybody who is listening to this. He is 10 years old. I asked him which class he is in. He is in grade 5. Any institution that allows him to slip through the cracks to grade 5 and he cannot read, and he's just one of, I'm sure, very many children across the country, and especially from these quote-unquote depressed communities. How do you get from nursery school all the way to grade 5 and you're seeing THE and saying it's I? That is an indictment against the education system. It's not even an indictment against the parents as much as it's an indictment against the education system, because quite unfortunately, the parents might not be in any radically different position. But in a country that we're advocating that there's a primacy that is placed on educating our nation's children, this is the harsh reality. And I know for a fact that is not an isolated reality. And I can put my head on a block that that is not the reality in the better off communities. Just think about if we're failing our children at this level where it's their formative years, these children from the quote-unquote depressed communities, and we know the ethnic composition of these communities, and we're turning out into our society illiterates. Some might have the fortune of being functionally literate, but even the functionally literates can only do so much, can only accomplish so much. So immediately we see situations of social wealth gap. We see glaring political imbalance, social imbalances, and of course, this ultimately redounds to disparity in economic fortunes. I'm really taken aback, and I keep asking myself, how did he get from nursery school all the way to grade 5? And if the culture that got him there is one, if the policy, the educational policy that got him there is the no child left behind policy, we are really leaving our children behind. That is the surest way to leave them behind. So I'm parked in one of the quote-unquote depressed communities, and I'm reading Barack Obama's Audacity of Hope. And one of the little fellas from the community was just passing, and he stopped to ask me something. He asked me if I was reading the Bible, so I told him no, I'm reading this book here. So I asked him to tell me what it says on the cover of this book. And he couldn't. He doesn't know how to pronounce Barack, he doesn't know how to pronounce Obama. And most shockingly, when we got to the word THE, I asked him to pronounce that word and he says I. Now that hurts me in a really deep way, and it should hurt anybody who is listening to this. He is 10 years old. I asked him which class he is in. He is in grade 5. Any institution that allows him to slip through the cracks to grade 5 and he cannot read, and he's just one of, I'm sure, very many children across the country, and especially from these quote unquote depressed communities. How do you get from nursery school all the way to grade 5 and you're seeing THE and saying it's I? That is an indictment against the education system. It's not even an indictment against the parents as much as it's an indictment against the education system, because quite unfortunately the parents might not be in any radically different position. But in a country that we're advocating that there's a primacy that is placed on educating our nation's children, this is the harsh reality. And I know for a fact that is not an isolated reality. And I can put my head on a block that that is not the reality in the better off communities. Just think about if we're failing our children at this level where it's their formative years, these children from the quote unquote depressed communities, and we know the ethnic composition of these communities, and we're turning out into our society illiterates. Some might have the fortune of being functionally literate, but even the functionally literates can only do so much, can only accomplish so much. So immediately we see situations of social wealth gap. We see glaring political imbalance, social imbalances, and of course, this ultimately redounds to disparity in economic fortunes. I'm really taken aback, and I keep asking myself, how did he get from nursery school all the way to grade 5? And if the culture that got him there is one, if the policy, the educational policy that got him there is the no child left behind policy, we are really leaving our children behind. That is the surest way to leave them behind. So I'm parked in one of the quote unquote depressed communities.
Conniving money, money, labor, money, labor, money. You can keep your conniving money. When you've been a corrupt in a biz, there'll be money. Now because your money done, you come with conniving money. When you had your pocket full, in a biz, there'll be money. Now because you money, all you hustle for tell me money. Yes, money, neighbor. Money, neighbor, money. Money, neighbor, money. Money, I don't want you conniving money. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. That's all the money that me walk. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. This is all the money that me walk. I said money, neighbor, money, neighbor, money, money, neighbor, money, money. I don't want you conniving money. Oh, Joseph.
Guyana and Guyanese, at home and abroad. Tune in to Guyanese Morning Time, hosted by Kadaki Amsterdam, where the sun always shines. Guyanese Morning Time, the people call it Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people call it Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again. We rise up early morning watching Tom's TV, where wisdom and knowledge, yes, it is the key. Exposing corruptions over land and sea, where the wicked politicians they try to trick me. Guyana is a land for everybody. With 6 races should live in harmony. Is one set of people getting aisle money. Is one set of people doing the thievery. Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again. This is a program that you all can see, sharing your views and your integrity. Like it, comment and share it all around. Pass it to your neighbor, safe and sound. A sad situation going on in this town. The voice of the people is getting trampled down. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, which has ordained me to sing. I sing Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, fooling the people. You're promoting evil. Stop lying to the people. You are a part of the cycle. Stop fooling people. You're promoting evil. Stop lying to the people. You are a part of the cycle. I say Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again. They got Breakford, Bork and Mark Benchcop. David Hines and Kadaki Amsterdam. Sherrod Duncan, Nigel London. Normal Brown and Gavin Matthews. Big up Paslow, poor people governor. Simona Brooms, Robin Simpson. Hampton Green and Winston Jordan. And yes, we can go right on and on. Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people calling Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again.
The relatives and friends of young Wyndham Bacchus, They deserve justice. The family, the relatives and friends of our in Boston, they deserve justice. The family, the relatives and friends of Peter Headley, they deserve justice.
And so when we say that Guyana is an apartheid state, we have the evidence to show.
Hello, good morning. Bananas. Okay, the bananas going for 1,000. How much you like to taste?
Yes, here, get this up.
Okay, no problem.
I want nice bananas, you know. Get this up.
Yes, this banana nice. Plus, I'm gonna give you 2 makeup.
But that is why you're buying it all the time.
Yes.
Tell me something. All the years I buy you something, I never asked you. You remember the game public from store?
Yes, I'm a member. I joined the credit union a while back when I was a public servant.
So,
Yes.
what here? They are a public service public clinic. They have a members entrepreneurial market on June the 27th up here. It's right in front of the avenue. So it's for people like you really who are entrepreneurs. Oh, anyone, yeah?
Yes, I know several small business owners who are also members of the credit union. But mom, that's interesting. Do you know that I also make homemade pepper and pastry?
Oh, but that would be the event for you.
Hey, I know some members of the French can display my so
For the fourth, this activity, this members entrepreneurial market is for all members who are entrepreneurs. Okay, whether it's a craft, whether it's a food, whether it's a service, whether it's a confectionery, whatever. Once you be an entrepreneur, it's all persons, all better. And so let me tell you, the activity will be held on Saturday, 27th, right in front of the avenue. If one of us user. And so it's really members coming together to support members, but you know we can't do this alone. And so we want the public to support us. You know, we want the public to be a part of this thing.
Correct.
So I'm looking forward to see you all spread the word.
No problem.
Remember,
Will
the
do.
registration commences on Monday, March the 23rd. So Friday, April the 17th. Check all the social media pages and you could even walk in and pick up a hard copy and be registered. Yeah?
Thank you very
So see
much.
you all then. Thank you.
Bye. Enjoy. Yes, enjoy your banana. We got the banana, we got the apples, fine, cheap and sweet. Fruit there.
Remember, registration for GPSCCU Entrepreneur Market Day commences from March 23rd to April 17, 2026. Check our website and social media platforms or visit our office for more information. Credit Union Members Entrepreneur Market Day. Empower, create, grow.
It's another change of magic as Keith Beresford and the Yankee Crew present their VIP Independence back-to-back oldies dance on Saturday, May 30th and Saturday, June 6, 2026 at the Eagles Nightclub on Rob Street, Georgetown, Guyana. Music by DJ Winky, Sly One-Man Band, Genesis One-Man Band, German Reinforcer One-Man Band, and Keith Beresford himself. Admission at the door only $2,000 Canada. Doors open at 8 p.m. sharp. So come on out and enjoy 2 nights of Magic Changes fun on Saturday, May 30th and June 6, 2026 at the Eagles Nightclub on Rob Street, Georgetown. This will be a night you will never forget.
Are you big and tall and feel left out? Well, Full Spectrum Boutique has you covered. Contact June 699-5977 for reputable brands in sizes We also cater for your regular children and adults. Full Spectrum Boutique on 699-5977.
You can get meat anywhere, but for the best cuts of chicken, beef, pork, mutton, and lots more, Check out T and W Harris Butcher Shop located in the East Rheinveld Market Meat section. Call us on 609-7168. T and W Harris Butcher Shop for the best in fresh cut meats and lots more.
Make memories with good vibes, great music, and timeless classics. This and every Sunday, Club Twilight Lounge, Sideline Down Boxer North presents the Real Big People After Lunch Oldies. Music by popular DJs. Admission is free. Starting time, 13 hours. Club Twilight Lounge, Sideline Down Boxer North.
Dance that on little girl in the arms of someone new. As you dance, as you twirl, my heart it dances with you.
Marching towards the shining future, courage high, the past is gone. Overcoming fear and counting out the road is summon's dawn. Through the storm goes dark and glory, through fierce lightning, flash and flame, on the Republic of Guyana, glorify Guyana's name. Forward, forward, youthful nation, right with all the husband's might. May his strength forever grant to strive and seeking for right. From Guyana's face consolate to wise of Wednesday's train. Build thy people, dear Guyana, strong, united, loyal, free. My Guyana, my Guyana, my Guyana. My Guyana, Eldorado, best of all the world away. In my heart within I wander, memory enshrined thee. All my hopes and aspirations, all my longings, only tie. Everlasting bonds around us, as the fleeting years roll by. My Guyana, Eldorado, my Guyana, time's unfolding and for my destiny. The redeeming, lasting splendor of our years and lost glory. And the dawning of thy glory, for the long, long night is past. Oh, arise, triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. Oh, arise, triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. Guyana, oh my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the world. I see washed on his strand, pour down upon the borders, looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic flowed into a fury. For a sleep, at morn, at noon, or entering the crimson sunset's glow, I love thee, I love
Guyana, oh my lovely native land. Oh, dear to me that all the world I see was sun is strong. Oh, down upon the border, down upon the great Atlantic, going to a pure the sea, as old as known, or better in the presence as though I love thee, I love thee, I love Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. Together, my comrades, we'll build a brand new Guyana, a country where all find opportunity. So let us begin now to show loyalty to Guyana by showing love and respect for all Guyanese. My brothers, my sisters, we will live and die together. On to one people, one nation, one destiny. For harmonious living, cooperation will be forever. In work and play as we live as proud Guyanese. Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. Well, it's time we settle all the rich lands in the interior. Our natural resources are there in great quantity. And we will do farming and establish towns by the border. With global food so we could fill all Guyanese. My greatest desire is to serve my country, Guyana, and sincerely help my Guyana to move along. Our government asks us to study hard and we learn the things that will help Guyana to become strong. Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. To help develop Guyana the free.
Guyana, El Dorado, best of all the world to me. In my heart, wherever I wander, memories entwine and weave. All my hopes and aspirations, all my longings, woes aside. Everlasting bonds surround us as the fleeting years go by. My Guyana time's unfolding, more and more my destiny to reach lasting splendor that the years have brought to me. All the ashes of my glory, oh, the long, long night has passed. Oh, rise triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. Oh, rise triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past.
Hey, hi, good morning, morning. Welcome to another program of Guyanese Morning Time. I'm your host, Kidaki Amsterdam. It is 7 hours 41, 29 minutes to the 8 o'clock hour. How you been doing? Or was it yesterday? Was it last night? How are you feeling this morning? Talk to me. It's one day to 60. One singular day to 60. How are you feeling this morning? What are you looking forward to? When you turn 60, what would you like to remember? They say age is just a number. But you see also, age is experience, and experience teaches wisdom. So when you are 60, Should you be older and wiser? Should you have more experience? Well, experience can be positive and it could be negative. And all experiences will shape you. So what shape you in this morning? Come on, y'all, share the life. Every morning is the same thing. I gotta come and tell you, I'll share the life. I don't see enough people to want to talk this morning. This morning is drab. It's very. It's emotionally draining. So y'all add some fun to it, add some life to it. Share the life, man. Come here, share the life. Call a friend, tell a friend, Mr. Amsterdam Day, and you fretting. How was your weekend, people? How you pass your weekend? Life is funny, Life is very funny. I just remember something, but it's not really for y'all, but y'all talk to me. It's the 25th day of the 5th month. We're almost half here, Y'all realize that? Second quarter beating out like whoa. Yes, as we were saying, how I feel today, man. I feel perturbed, mixed up. I'm not even sure. Let me start with I go into the oldies repertoire and see if I can find something there for you. By then, you should share the live. This program is kind of different this morning. I'll tell you. We're going to have a different kind of program this morning, and I want you all to be a part of it. Okay? So please and thank you. Yeah, this is the one I want to play. Let's go with it. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye.
Tonight, you're acting strange, I find. Have you got something on your mind? Something's wrong, I can see it in your eyes. Oh, darling, don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Oh, it may just be all in my mind. But tonight doesn't seem like the other time. Then you were laughing and gay, but now I hear you sighing. Oh, yes, I do. Whoa, darling, don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Have I lost touch with your heart, or do I just worry you too much? I couldn't stand for us to part because I love you much, much too much. So don't let this kiss be our last kiss. Let this be the other night of holding you like this. Please don't walk away, pretty baby, with that look in your eye. Oh, no, no, no. Whoa, 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 darling. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Oh, whoa, 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 baby. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't say goodnight and mean goodbye.
Don't say good night and mean goodbye. You're still tuned to the Guyanese morning time. It is 11 minutes to the 8 o'clock hour, and it is the day before independence, Guyane's 60th independence. But most touching for me, it's the day after we received news that a warrior has fallen. Clinton Conway, a man of integrity, a warrior, a fighter for justice, a man I can call friend. A man I've known about, and then I got to know. Yesterday morning, maybe around this time, or was it earlier or later? I got a call from one of our regulars, strong supporter of the program also, Emily, and she asked me a question that knocked me out to the ground, or she told me something that knocked me out to the ground. She learned that Clinton Conway had passed. Still a shocker, because I don't know that the man was ill or anything of that nature, you know. But as we say, life happens. I want to dedicate this segment of the program to the life and work and memory of a man who joined, openly joined the fight for a better Guyana. Openly joined the fight for a better Guyana because, as I understand, he was there all the time contributing to a better Guyana through his years of service to the police force, representing us across the world and so on, and training policemen and women to be of good service and so on. So I'm going to dedicate the next hour or so of this program to the memory and works of Clinton Conway. And so those of you who have had interactions with him, those of you who would like to share your condolences with the family, I can say I met his wife. As a matter of fact, you know, I knew of Clinton before I knew of his wife, but I met his wife before I met him. And they were both strong supporters of the program and strong supporters of justice. And so I want to extend my condolences to you, Mrs. Conway. It's a safer name to use for me, Mrs. Conway, the immediate and extended family. I hope with our prayers and our support, verbal and otherwise, we can help you to carry the loss of this great son of the soil. So the lines will be open shortly, but I want to start this segment by playing taps. The military people especially will know what taps is and why taps is significant in this moment. The man was served. So a minute of silence in memory of our warrior. Man was dedicated his life, at least his adult life, to service to this nation in varying forms. Um, Clinton Conway. The minute starts now.
Don't trouble the water. I won't leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water run deep. Yes, it could. I know that. Oh, yeah. If you only believe. Sail on, silver sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All of your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And if you ever need a friend, look around and sailing right behind. You're the wind of my troubled water. I'll be there to lay me down like a breeze of love. Troubled water, I will lay me down. I'll be your breeze, yes I will. Don't trouble the water. I wouldn't leave it alone. Why don't you let it breathe? Still water run deep. I know that. Yes, it do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still water. Don't trouble the water. Yeah. Leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Talking about still water. Still
Yeah, so like I said, you're still tuned to Guyanese Morning Time, Buxtonian Morning Time. I'm still your host, Kidaki Amsterdam. This morning, usually we'll be talking about the politics and so on and the stories of the day. For us here, the stories of the day is the loss of a warrior, a man in the struggle, Clinton Conway. Um, and so the next several minutes of the program will be dedicated to his memory. And those of you who would like to call and share a thought with the family and maybe relive a moment with him and so on and so forth, you're welcome to do that. I saw somebody asking how Mr. Slow is taking it. I was just online with Mr. Slow, and I can tell you he might be taking it like a man, but he's not taking it, as I would say, well. Um, in his own words, he didn't tell me I can tell you that, but I'm telling you so you have an understanding. He has cried out a lot of crying. Right? He has cried out a lot of cry, and he's not in the state of mind to, I invited him on to, talk with us this morning as we're remembering Mr. Conway, but he's not in that state of mind as it is. But I'll tell you truthfully, I did say to you earlier that I met Mrs. Conway before I actually met Mr. Conway in that order. Um, and I respect her as a strong supporter of the program and the struggles and so on and so forth. Um, but despite that relationship, I couldn't, and up until now, you all know me, and I know you will understand, and maybe don't judge me too harshly. I have not been able to call her. I have not been able to call her. I chose maybe the cowardly way I sent her messages on WhatsApp and so on and so forth. Um, because I'm torn up, and if I feel this way, I can imagine how Mr. Slow feels. And so as things unfold, you will eventually get to know the details of funeral arrangements and day and time and all of that. And I'm sure at some point in time, Mr. Stowe will be able to speak. Um, does he have a program today? I think he usually has a program. Maybe you can tune into that program. And he might steal it, strengthen himself, and be able to speak with you so you know how he is taking it. The lines are 6225933. Is the number to call. You tune to the Guyanese Morning Time. And that was the last selection day was Bridge Over Troubled Water, performed by Aretha Franklin. The masters are okay, let's take this call. Call you on, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you and all my black brothers and sisters. In Guyana, Flats Garden, always believe only board catch only worms. My condolences go out to the family of Mr. CC. I love to address him as Mr. CC, to his families, friends and neighbors and relatives, and towards his children too. But I could say this about that young man that died, Mr. CC. He was a man never sell out his identity and his dignity. He stood up for righteousness. He represent what he went to school for study law and enforcement. And that's what he demonstrate until his eyes closed. He leave a solid foundation for his children and grandchildren to walk on. Always represent your identity and dignity. Always stand up for the truth. Always stand up for what you believe it is right in the name of God. May the good Lord rest his soul. As usual, I will not go into politics this morning. I will respect the dead. Don't mind God said, let the dead bury the dead. It gets physical understanding and spiritual understanding. I'm going to deal with the spiritual understanding. So, happy holiday to all of my black brothers and sisters. Enjoy your holiday. But I will put a piece in as usual because what in you must come out. My brother and sister, there is nothing to celebrate of today. We already know that it's in black and white. But it is not in the economic for black people in Guyana. I say I would not talk about politics, but what in you must come out. For 60 long years, we have been fighting. Let me break it down most.
Flash Garden, with all due respect, we can talk about that tomorrow or the day after or the next day or the other day. This segment of the program is dedicated to the work and memory of Clinton Conway.
You always giving me a hard time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Let's give me a good.
You see, sometimes I don't want us to sully the moment and sully the mood and sully the relationships and so on. But you are the response of Flash Gordon. I always give him a hard time. I don't set out to give people a hard time. But if you can be disciplined enough to respect the moment and respect the occasion and respect whatever is before us, then somebody got to get a hard time to keep you in line. I'm sure the government said that Clinton Conway was giving them a hard time because he, along with Paul Stowe, continuously school us. One moment. Are you calling for the program? Let me ask that. How may I help you? Good morning. Yeah, sorry, that was a business call. It happens. Yes, I'm sure the government would say Clinton Conway gave them a hard time or was giving them a hard time because weekly, daily, monthly, he, along with his colleague Paul Stowe, schooled us on what was wrong in this country with policing, among other things. Right? But it didn't stop him from doing what he was doing and what he was trained to do, like Flash Gordon naturally acknowledged. So, yes, Flash, I'm here to give you a hard time if you can't appreciate the moment. The lines remain open. 6225923 is the number to call. This one was requested, or, well, yes, request to dedicate to the memory of Clinton Conway by Keith Beresford. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is.
Tonight, we say goodbye, my love. This is now the end.
Call you on. Good morning.
Walk away from me. Goodbye, my love.
Head now. Sorry, I apologize.
Good morning to the entire Guyana. You have lost a good soul. And never miss the and Mr. Conway's show. Oh God, it is so sad. I want to know how Mr. Gilbert may God continue to strengthen me, because I know it isn't easy also to his wife, children, and grandchildren. I know his grandson, you always spoke about his grandson. But we all have to go someday, but today we want to give God thanks and praise for his life, and maybe get strength. Have a blessed day, and we enjoy it.
Thank you, caller. The lines remain open. 6225933 is the number to call as we remember the life and work of Mr. Conway today. Feel free to send your messages of condolence on WhatsApp or make your calls. Just as we say, stick. So, the issue at heart right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Call you on. Good morning.
This morning. Last is Calwords.
Call on WhatsApp. Kindly hold the line. Mute and hold.
Last is Calwords. They have nobody to replace him, because replacement is very hard. But hope all of us can stand up to the fight. And may God keep his family, and we have a one safe. Thanks very much for taking my call.
Thank you for your call. Call on WhatsApp. You can unmute and speak.
Good morning, everybody. I know this is a sad morning. But I would like to take this time to extend condolences. This is rough. It's real rough. I just got in from church yesterday. I was on a call and Emily keep calling me all the time. So I dismissed the call, and when I got that call, badly filled up. Mr. Conway, you worked to the last. You did your best, you along with Paul Slow, to educate Guyanese and to put us on a way, especially the police force, to become a better force. And I pray that as you enter a different realm, you will continue to be as light shining. And to your wife, I know your wife personally, Miss Conway. I know it is hard, but I'll try to visit you. And to Paul, I don't know how you're holding up, but as in the military world, whatever news gets to you, once you're on the parade, you cannot leave the parade. And I know that you are on a parade now, and I know you will not leave the parade. But I know that God will give us all the strength because everybody mash up on this loss. So this is our time, and we will be there with you to assist you in whatever way possible. And again, I say condolences to the entire Conway family. May he sleep in peace and rise in glory. Bye-bye.
Call. Thank you for your call.
Barikidaki morning viewers, morning all right in the Barikidaki sent a voice note. I tried to send that voice note. I didn't know exactly what was taking place. I just came home and I just sent my voice note that I made yesterday. My condolences go out to Honorable Mr. Conway and his family, especially his grandchildren and his wife and his children. May the Lord keep you wheresoever you go. I know the place that you will find yourself is in heaven. You will be at heavens, the first sitting at the front bench of heaven. Mr. Paulslow, you lose a good thing, a friend. That man was a really and truly good friend to you, good colleague, good everything. And we will miss him so much on your program, Mr. Paulslow. Just hold it up. We know it's very hard to you at this point in time. And I know that God will find a place in your heart, Mr. Paulslow, to overcome. They know you're not going to overcome now. You understand me? Y'all do have a blessed day. We miss you. We miss you. We miss you, Mr. Conway. May your soul rest in peace.
When I think of his departure, I'm sure one of the things may be singing in his mind, I've done my bit and I've done it my way. I have no regrets. Call you on. Good morning.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
Certainly. Did it his way. It's 8 hours 30. It's 30 minutes to the end of the program. It's 8 hours 30, and we are dedicating this morning's program to the memory and work of Clinton Conway, a man who has served this country in varying capacities and has used his knowledge to empower the citizens of this nation, whether you're a civilian or police, because I know while his program was done from a civilian's point of view, his knowledge of policing and the training that he imparted to police in his days as a police himself, certainly, if they paid attention, would have been of great assistance to the current lineup of police. And I wish that they can take certainly a page out of his book, if not his entire book. And I do wish that all of the knowledge that has been imparted to this gentleman would be utilized to better the quality of policing and the quality of the society in which we live in. Coming up is a special dedication from a family that has certainly benefited from Mr. Conway's knowledge and training and all of that in the line of policing. All right, let's take this call and then we'll go to that selection. The wind beneath my sail. Caller, you're on. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Amsterdam, and good morning to all the comrades and brothers and sisters that is on this life. I must give my condolences to the Conway family, his friends, and his comrades. It's really a sudden moment, because I was listening to the last program with Mr. Conway, and he was saying, "Where is CC? I want CC on here with me now. I want this something we think," but there was no CC. But then now to hear that he's dead is kind of really shocking. Whatever, that's a road each and every one of us has to go down. So this morning, I just want to give my words of encouragement to the family. I know it's a sad time. I went through that, and everybody, I'm sure most of us went through that, and it's a time where we just gotta put God first and just have confidence and faith in whatever we do, and just stay strong and leave everything to God. Thank you, Mr. Amsterdam.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Only a face without a name. I never once heard you complain. Whoa, did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I'd like to be. I can fly higher, higher than an eagle, with you as the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared
Morning. Good morning. I'm just calling to give my condolences to Mr. Conway, family, and friends. Mr. Conway has done his best. He fight a good fight, and his time is up. You know, his time is up. We all gotta go one day, but we just don't know how and when. But to God be the glory. Great things he has done. Mr. Conway did a good job. And to Mr. Paul Slow, our condolences to you as well, because you used to say it's your body. So you just keep on holding on, Mr. Slow, and God will see you through. Brace yourself up. God is good. Have a blessed and a wonderful day. Love you guys, even in death and all. So, God bless you. I'm failing for words right now.
Condolences to you, Cons TV. Oh my God, words. It's so sad. On Friday, I was watching that show. You know, I was watching the show when Mrs. Funny. I don't know what happened to the drop out. My condolences is not here this morning. It's so sad. My condolences to Mr. Slow, the Conway family, that is family. Please, may Mr. Conway, please rest in peace, rise in glory.
Thank you for your call.
I know the truth, oh baby. Oh, and I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Caller, you're on. Good morning. The lines remain open. 622-5933 is the number to call. You tune to the Guyanese Morning Time. We're spending the final moments of this program. We have 21 minutes. Today's program has been dedicated to the work and memory of a good soldier, Clinton Conway, a man of service, a man of integrity. Um, Sincere condolences to the relatives and friends from Camp Stevie family. Caller, you're on. Good morning.
Good morning, Kadaki. At this time, I would like to give my condolences to the family of Mr. Conway and his friends. I like to extend condolences on behalf of my family. And I knew Mr. Conway way back when he was a constable um, in Myconi. I knew him then. He used to come in the village there with the guys and with his squaddy, a guy named Henry Levy was a police also. They used to come in the village and sit down among the boys because Levy was from the village. And Mr. Conway would come there and all he does is smile. He don't say a word. All he does is smile. He don't say anything at all. He don't talk. So I knew him that while way back then. It's really a sad moment, but the work has to go on. Thank you very much. Bye.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high.
Caller, you're no life. Sorry, you're no life. Go ahead.
Yes, I call on behalf of my family to wish me the Conway family and Mr. Paul Slow my condolence. May his soul rest in peace and rise in glory. Thank you.
Thank you for your call.
And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a gold sky and the sweet silver sun.
Caller, you're on. Good morning.
A pleasant morning to you, Brother Kadaki, and all to your viewers and listeners. This morning is indeed a sad one. After learning and hearing of the passing of Mr. Conway, I was at church yesterday, and something just said scroll Facebook, and I saw this message by, or the post rather, by Mr. Paul Slow. And this thing, I mean, a different mode came over me. But I mean, we all gotta face get some good day. Mr. Conway has done his part. I learned so much from these two great gentlemen who would have served with distinction in the Ghana Police Force. I make it my duty every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to log in just to hear those men share and the passion that they have or they had and still have for the Ghana Police Force to see a better institution. So I want, on behalf of myself and family, to extend my deepest condolences to the Conway's family. And I know that God is going to give Brother Paul Slow the strength to continue to share knowledge and experience with those of us who tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to hear them share. So I want to personally leave this scripture for the family and to all who might be listening. 2 Corinthians 5:8. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And I want to say to each and every one of us that though Mr. Conway will be sent physically, his spirit will still live on in us. So may his legacy live on and may he find eternal rest in his new journey. So God's richest blessings, Kadaki. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Welcome.
Walk on through the wind. Walk on through the rain. For your dreams.
Good morning, Kadaki. And good morning to our listeners. It's with a heavy heart I am called to say my sincere condolences to the family of Mr. Conway, the family and friends and relatives of him, also to the Speaking Out family. Mr. Conway was a great man. Guyana has lost a champion. Guyana has lost the opportunity to use the knowledge of a great man to better the lives of our people in the military, especially the Guyana Police Force. Now, I don't think anyone who passed or mixed with Mr. Conway could say much about him that is not good. I was privileged to work with Mr. Conway on 2 occasions. The first, I was a recruit under his watch at the FAPC, and I eventually became an instructor there with him. Eventually, I resigned and I worked with him at Troy Resources. And he's a man who likes to see people better their lives. I can remember working at Troy Resources. He would he used to give the workers their own assignment. He said, every time you come back here, I want everybody to get a book and write some new words and give us the meaning of it. And some people didn't like it, but why he did that was to help you to better the vocab. Mr. Conway is a great man. And we have lost a great opportunity again to use the knowledge of someone who was so great and honest and sincere. He was a man of integrity. And again, I'm going to say condolences to the entire family, to the members of the Guyana Police Force, the former members of the Guyana Police Force, and all the organizations he was in. Thank you very much. And I was privileged to understand that we share the same birthday. He was a great man, and we will miss Mr. Conway, but his works and his advice and information will live on in Guyana for those who like the truth and those who want to see the betterment of Guyana. Thank you very much.
I'm blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on.
Good morning. I was wondering why you're not taking. Good morning, Kidaki and everyone. As the secretary of the program, I must give sympathy to the wife, children, and grandchildren, especially his grandchildren. He always talks about his grandchildren. Yesterday, when I got a message from a friend, I was listening to church. Normally, I take my church program before I go to my regular church. And when she told me, she said, wait, Denise, how you gonna give me this one? Me say what? She said, see, pass. Me say lie. She said, wait. Let me read again. Paul Slow put them up here. And she read it. And then she said, look, Rickford, boy, get it. You know, I paused for a moment, but it's the way we all gotta go. When my sister passed, I made contact with Mr. Conway. And I even mentioned to him that she has a son who's an officer, and he asked who I say, you know that guy and bam, bam, bam. And they announced it. I said, yes, she was a regular listener to the program. But we were all in the morning session and God is comforting us. So take it easy, especially I know Mr. Slow, but I'm with you. I'm with you guys still. Take it easy. Condolence once again to each and everyone. Thank you.
Pleasant good morning to you, Kadaki, and on this solemn occasion of the passing of our dear brother and friend, our mentor.
Yan. Agangak kalyo bakas. Agangak araw yawami ho.
Follow procedure on.
I just want to give my condolences to Mr. Conway family and Mr. Paul Slow also.
Call on WhatsApp, mute and hold, please.
Good morning.
Call up mute on WhatsApp, mute and hold, please. I'm sorry for the distraction. No, you on the phone, continue, proceed.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I would have joined the force in 1992, and he was my officer. Mr. Conway was one of the educators of the police force. And still, although he retired, he continued to show that give that sort of knowledge to persons who would have known indeed with what going on. Man, he would be really missed. He's come to my eyes. He was like a big brother, I can say, to all of us, father to some of us, and so on. Knowledgeable officer, man. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you for taking my part.
Thank you for your call. Lines remain open. 6225923 is the number to call.
And he'll never
Good morning. I am calling to send my condolences to my big brother. I'm in Good Wilshire. A part of the police training school where Mr. Conway played a very integral part in the upbringing of so many policemen and women. I would appreciate if you can play one tune for us. Light Your Candle. That is a tune that Mr. Conway wanted every year the trainees would have their luncheon at Christmas. Light Your Candle. You don't have to play the whole tune. If you can just play a little piece. I want to give my condolences to my other brother, Paul, his wife, his children, his grandchildren, his nieces and nephews, brothers, sisters, and all who've passed through and whose lives he has touched. He has touched thousands. May God continue to give his wife and his children that faith. And I want to say thanks to you for how you started your program. Thank you very much, Mr. Kadaki. God bless you.
Okay, it's 5 minutes to the 9 o'clock hour. There are a number of voice notes, and so please permit me to play them. Please do not call. I will not take your calls. um, I am going to play those voice notes, and then we, if time permits, we're going to get back to some calls. Okay, please respect the moment.
Pleasant good morning to you, Kadaki, and on this solemn occasion of the passing of our dear brother and friend, our mentor, Brother Clinton Conway, I wish to extend condolences to his wife, children, grandchildren, and extended family, friends, and all loyal listeners and supporters of the program in which he was involved with Brother Paul Slow. And this is on behalf of my wife and self. May his soul rest in peace and rise in glory. The strife is o'er, the battle won. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Amen.
Kadaki, blessings and good morning to you, my brother. Blessings to listeners from the diaspora and from the four corners of the globe. My condolences to my speaking out family this morning. I heard the news on Wayne Caesar over to you last night, and it shocked me so bad that I didn't get a comfortable rest. And as I speak in here right now, I am so emotional. But everything in the hands of the Lord. And everything that happened does happen for a purpose. But we doesn't really see it until it happened. So my condolences to speaking out family and his immediate family. And may the Lord rest his soul in peace. And Mr. Paul Slow, continue the good work, my brother. Continue the good work. But I believe that you might have to look for our next batsman, because CC is gone. And I believe our next batsman will be good, because speaking out had to continue. And I know it is a great loss for all of us, because I felt it like, well, it's an immediate family. It's so sad. It's a sad moment. But the Lord knows best. And may the good Lord rest his soul in peace. Karaki, have a good day, my brother.
Good morning, Kadaki. My condolences to the Conway's family. I know Mr. Conway from the Guyana Police Force when I was a recruit or trainee in the Guyana Police Force. We were sitting there, not with him, but we were with my other trainee friends, sitting in the mess hall. He would be passing through the mess hall, which is, he always walks straight and looks straight in front of him, his head straight up, always with a smile, wearing his hat above his forehead. And something may be passing, and we will say, Conway, and he could turn back and say, who's that man? As young trainees, we like to make fun. Everybody keep quiet, turn around and keep walking.
You always, quiet going, quiet moving. Do not talk too much unless you give him the cause to talk to you and these things. But otherwise, he was a very good man. May his soul rest in peace. Bye.
Good morning, Kodaki Amsterdam. I want to say condolence to the family, his wife, his children, grandchildren, and his friend, Paul Soul, and other. Thank you.
With that, we have come to the end of the voice notes, and it is now 9 o'clock, and so I would wish to wrap the program, and I think most fitting I will play for closing the song requested by his colleague, Light Your Candle, because I'm sure that is what he has done in this life. He has lit his candle, as I like to say. Don't just cause the darkness, light a candle. Mr. Conway has certainly lit his candle. And he has left us now, and I'm sure that he has gone to the Creator. Maybe to light his candle in another universe, because they say that is not the end. So here it is. We are going to leave you. You're tuned to CAMS TV, Guyanese Morning Time, Buxtonian Morning Time. And we were and continue to pay respect to the life and work of Clinton Conway, a warrior indeed. So here is Go Light Your Candle by Kathy Chopoli.
There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings a fire, ignites a candle, and makes his home. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn, and hold out your candle for all to see. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Frustrated brother, see how he's trying to light his own candle some other way. See now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. 'Cause we are a family whose hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candles and light up the sky, praying to our Father in the name of Jesus. Make us a big
Go light your world.